AlkenStar is a city, and I don't always have something to say about it because there's an exciting fight, and we want to get right back to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns No Glory podcast. I am GM Jeff, your host. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the Outlaws of AlkenStar Adventure Path. Tonight, when last we left our heroes, there was a battle, so I'm going to go right to the battle board. And as the video audience is confused as to why things are still loading, we did a back-to-back show. We just shot Abomination Vaults, and now we're like, load credits, boom, let's get right into the other thing without even pausing the stream. It's bada bing, bada boom, because we're excited. We're excited to be here. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
We were fighting some kind of, I don't know, dust demon guy.
It's an outside. It's nasty. It's not a nice creature. And this entire time, it's been very upset with us and chasing us and throwing up barriers and doing spells, and we did like this entire chase scene and all kinds of stuff. But tonight, tonight. I did pause. Let's pause to reflect. No. This thing has a name. And on its turn, telepathically in your head, you guys hear the creepiest voice.
Robot, lie serious. You know where he is.
Shoma Lyserius, you know where he is. Even though the strange accent of the monster and the crushing grip in your brain makes you want to bleed outside your ears, the message is clear. This thing wants Shoma and thinks you know where he is. It's stood off with you guys and cornered you against the wall. And now the fight continues. Behold, the map of maps. The map to die for. The map we could die on. We just played a halfway through a gripping battle in Abomination Vault's Monster Interrupted podcast, and now it's only suitable that we do another boss fight, so to speak. This thing is nasty. Nasty. I start my turn. I whip up a sandstorm all around. Dust just peels off of the rocky face and swirls around this creature as it becomes the eye of a storm. It happens so quickly. It's a full round action, 3 actions, but this thing literally whips up a temporary sandstorm in a 30-foot emanation. You guys have a -4 to perception checks, and I need a fortitude save from everyone. It is so thick, and there is so much debris. Not only do you guys take slashing damage, but may begin to suffocate.
23.
Except
17?
for Pylo, that probably doesn't breathe anyway. Sorry, what'd you get there, Charwin?
17.
Okay. Let's slip our backgrounds on Zoom into something a little bit more comfortable, shall we? And last but not least, fortitude saving throw from Spiegler.
It's taking a long time to load for some reason. Wait for
Okay.
me.
No, that's fine. I'll tell you what. You trust in me. I will bring you up. And Mr. Blaster Valentine has a fortitude of +8 and gets 18, which is actually the base of what you need. So everybody saves except for Charwin. You guys are able to hold your breath. Then swept. Swap. I'm curious, though. On a failure, forced to hold your breath. The creature within the sandstorm, any of its turn takes damage. Okay, so you guys will actually take the damage consistently as your turns come up, or as you end your turn there. So the sandstorm whips up, all this debris on the walkway starts hitting you guys. Bing, bada boom. It's nasty stuff going on here. Most you make fortitude saves. You're all right. I wonder if there's a way for me to reveal my roll. Well, I guess not. And that's a triple action from me. Blaster, Valentine, you are up. What do you wish to do? The dwarf has gone right up to this thing. You are one step to the right and 15 feet away.
I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to shoot.
Okay. Do you want me to shoot for you, or are you loaded?
I'm loaded.
Okay.
And I can target him.
Yep. Have at me.
And I shall shoot. Ooh, that's a 32.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't target him for some reason.
It's okay. That's critical. Isn't it funny? The last thing we left off, again, Abomination Vaults Monster Interrupted, episode 30-something. Okay. Spiegler gets a critical miss against a named boss. And if something hadn't happened with a +1, -1 kind of thing, the mental damage that he was taking persistently actually dropped him unconscious, so he never got to swing, and he never got that critical miss, which was really bad. Opening this game, he gets a critical hit on a boss that has a name. Aren't you lucky?
Oh, look at me
Oh,
go.
yes. A piercing. You shoot him, and you catch him in the shoulder, and it damages him in such a way that it dislocates his shoulder. The blow is so forceful, it dislocates his shoulder, and he can't use one of his arms until he manages to pop it back into place, until it's freed. If he's using a melee weapon, he must drop it, which he is not. His arm is considered pinned. Mr. Valentine, can I have the damage from that hit?
You can. Here it is. Oh, it didn't activate my critical stuff.
That's weird. Okay. Roll me another d6 and a
Just
d10.
I was going to say I can add a modifier here.
Well, you want another d6 and a d10. Not 3d10.
No, I hit the critical modifier in the tools,
Okay.
and then like if you click it, it'll make your next damage roll be a critical.
Okay. Does it turn all your dice to d10s? I thought it was 2d6 and then a d10 fatal dice.
Nope. Every time I've got a crit in the past, I remember it being D10s.
Okay. So 23
Is it
points of
deadly?
damage.
Yeah, 23 points.
23 points of damage. It goes staggering backwards and falls over the edge into the ravine below. And then there's the little splash. And the creature is swept away in the current of the Hellmouth River.
God dang, man. I missed the cat a little bit, but your guns, holy crap, are blowing things away.
Valentine, it is your turn. The sandstorm actually persists for a moment. And you take D6 damage. 1 point to Blaster. Charwin. The storm whips at you for a single point of damage. Pylo. Look at all these ones. Oh, Pylo, Rickety Stick takes 4 points. Andreas takes 2 points. And as the round dies out and this creature dies, there isn't anything about, he doesn't have to concentrate on the spell. It actually lasts for like a certain amount of time. He conjures it and it stays. So what do you guys do? He's dead and we can barely see, and it goes quiet and he kind of falls back out of the sand, and we hear a splash and we're still getting pelted with stuff. What do we do? Charwin. I'm on you.
Well, I'd like to move out of the sand area.
Sure. Okay. So you grab some wall and start making your way along the catwalk.
Yeah, if there's some kind of wall I can grab onto and just kind of follow, I'd like to start moving away and yell at the guys, "Follow me!"
Okay. Pylo? Same?
Coming along, buddy.
Okay.
I'll follow along with you.
You turn to the wall, Pylo, and there's a door. Can I have a perception check with -4, please?
-4 perception.
Yep.
Modifier. -4. Where are you? Perception. Okay, there we go. That is a 0. Oh no, I get +5, so it was 9. Sorry.
Okay.
Rolled a 4, but I have pretty 5 total, 9 total.
Okay. Do you want to use your hero point to reroll that?
I don't have one right now. I used it in the last place, I think, so I have no hero points.
Okay.
I mean, being right beside the door.
Well, different game, different hero points.
I mean, I think I used it last session we played.
Oh,
this game.
okay. I got you.
I have no hero points. I'm usually pretty good at checking them off.
Yeah, the door, you're not sure whose it is or whatever, but you could possibly go through it. It's closed and locked, or do you want to just consider it wall and head towards Charwin?
Hey guys, there's a locked door here. I'm just gonna follow Charwin. I don't think they can hear me anyways. I'll follow forward Charwin. I'll keep a mental note of it though.
Okay. Andreas comes to your voices,
It's not like a magical storm that dissipates after he's gone.
It is a magical storm, but once he puts it up, because he doesn't have to concentrate, it lasts for a certain amount of time until that duration goes. I know it's a pain in the ass, but let me just double check here.
No, I like that.
Where are we here? Sandstorm, conjure. Once a day. I can conjure this once a day, 30-foot emanation, lasts for a minute. And then it just goes. Andreas tries to make his way to you. Okay. Saving throws. Again, guys. Sand's getting in your mouth. It's forcing you to hold your breath. Now you guys are yelling at each other to find each other. Re-up your saves, or you will begin to suffocate in this terrible sandstorm.
Natural 1 for Charwin.
22.
14 for Pylo.
Okay.
I might spend a hero point on that, actually.
Pylo, do you breathe? Does your character say you don't breathe?
I haven't seen that anywhere. It has all the same things that undead do, but never have I seen anywhere on anything that says I don't breathe or eat or anything. Or no, don't breathe.
I mean,
Like the construct has exhaust ports that get clogged, so he can suffocate.
Yeah,
Valentine can actually suffocate.
Nothing in the manual says I don't breathe, but it says that I'm like your standard undead. So I don't know for sure. I will do it as I can for now.
I was gonna say, does it say anything about?
Well, if it says standard undead traits, we can look up the undead traits on Nethys and it'll list them.
Oh, okay. I mean, it seems like common knowledge that skeletons don't breathe.
True, but when they make them a player character race, they change a lot of stuff and they nerf them, right? Yeah, they nerf them.
Same with the automaton, right?
Yeah, it's the only way to balance the character. Otherwise, be like, yes, I'd like to play a Durodiv and be a floating head that massive illusion powers, and they're like, some things are
in the underwater campaign where it's like everything's underwater.
The only trait undead gives you is once living, these creatures were infused after death with negative energy. When reduced to 0 hit points, an undead creature is destroyed. Undead creatures are damaged by positive energy, healed by negative, and don't benefit from healing effects. That's all it says about the undead trait.
As far as I know, you don't have a constitution, so you don't breathe.
Undead hunger, you don't eat and drink the same. I have a resistances to disease and poison, but it does not say anything about breathing.
Okay.
So.
True undead have no constitution score. They don't breathe. You actually have a con score. So you may not inhale and exhale oxygen, but your being and your negative energy aura is exposed to, and if something is crushing on that, it could interfere with your vibe, we could say. You know what I mean?
That's yeah.
Yeah. But hey, rules lawyers out there, prove us wrong. Help us find something that, sways one way or the other. We're all ears. Contact us at rollmongers@gmail.com or leave a comment on our video on YouTube that we re-up. Sure, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now, but we do edit the audio, do some improvements, and keep the original uncut version and re-up it to our YouTube at Rollmongers at YouTube. Rollmongers Podcast Network on YouTube. And of course, we are a podcast first and foremost, edited and enhanced, sound effects included. And you can find us everywhere you get your Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it. We are around the globe with all of our shows. Why, there's even a podcast called Rollmongers All Shows, where you will get the latest 50 episodes that we've posted in succession of all the shows, just to keep up.
I just read a Reddit post that was saying it's up to the GM kind of thing. Okay. They don't really specify.
Keeping it fair. Like I said, for me, the Constitution is what sold it. If you have a dash for a con, then you don't breathe. But he's got a Constitution, he has health, so.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he's breathing. I like the whole thing that Troy and I came up with where it's something that's swirling is disrupting his negative energy, peeling it from his bones, and it's almost like for him, he feels like he's drowning. So Blaster Valentine and the rest of the party each take 5 points of damage as they continue to try and get out of this storm. Moving to the wall and then doing a triple move, and you guys finally get to the edge, but not without taking a little bit more damage. Brings you to 13 hit points damage. Brings Charwin suffered 8. Pilo is up to 12 points of damage. Andreas is up to 7. But you guys are finally crawling along this wall. And don't remember, even if you're going half movement or you can't see or whatever, -4 perception is bad, but it's not like you're, completely blinded. Sure, the things are concealed. You fall a wall, and to get 30 feet away from the origin point, okay, kind of a 60 with an L, but you guys are free. You finally come out on this walkway. Boom. You've taken your 2 rounds of damage. You guys made your saves. Okay. Let's look up suffocation rules, because several of you begin to suffocate. Or sorry, you have to hold your breath. And I believe that goes off of your con. So, Drew, can we quickly look up suffocating? I believe you get a couple of actual rounds.
Yeah, let's look that up.
You guys should be okay.
Five rounds. 5 plus your con modifier for rounds.
Yeah, see, if you guys had stayed in the storm and fought it out with this thing, he puts up his shield storm for a minute. You guys got to fight him while holding your breath. That's the purpose of that. Now that he's dead and you guys are leaving the storm, it's not so relevant holding your breath. So anyway,
plus your con modifier, and you lose 1 round every time you're critically hit or you fail a save.
Okay.
It's me of my time on the dunes of Arrakis.
Arrakis. Desert planet.
Desert power.
Desert power. The spice must flow, Spiegler. So guys, by the time you guys shake the sand out of your eye sockets, blowholes, exhaust ports, and clothes, and your still gets in everywhere, and there's this little kid on his way to pod race that's going, I know, right? It gets in everything, and it's coarse, and it's hot, and somebody goes, Annie! And he disappears down the walkway, hopefully never to be seen in any movie or television series again. The storm dissipates all by itself. You like that one, Drew?
Get him.
I've been teasing these guys that OutLaws of AlkenStar would make a cool Star Wars game if we converted it straight to Star Wars, either with the new Starfinder rules or just with Star Wars Saga and rewrote like just the storyline as an Outer Rim planet. It works so well. Anyway, in my opinion, guys, the storm has debated and blink, blink, things are back to normal, quiet, I mean, there's this big pause and people are looking at you and everything seems to calm down and people are looking over the edge and it, a lot of people are looking at Pylo, Geb Sorcerer Extraordinaire. It occurs to the rest of your party that you guys have been very lucky schlepping around undead from Geb. People have been pretty tolerant, but we've been in a bar where maybe, I don't know, our benefactor told everyone that if you have a problem with a skeleton, you got a problem with me. You guys have been in remote locations. Why, how the hell did he pull off those rolls to get shopping done and a castle tour? But every town, every section is different. And in a rough and tumble place like this, if they don't like the look of you, or if they think you're trouble, they might do something about it. And now that we've caused a whole bunch of attention and things die down, a lot of the people are kind of looking sideways at Pylo and the rest of you. What do you guys do?
I look over at Pylo and say, come here, familiar. We must... I don't know why all of a sudden I have a British accent.
No, that's awesome, dude. I love it. Can I have a deception? And Spiegler gets Rookie of the Year. 2.
Rolling 2. Untrained.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Man? Like familiar. We've been
Pylo
this whole time. What are you looking at?
Pylo, go along with it. Go along with it.
I don't go. Oh shit! Sorry. Yes, master. I'll go along with you. Of course.
Yeah. 2. No one's buying it, mostly because Pylo went, what? What the hell? You bastard.
You're not even a wizard, man. How do you?
Oh my god. I'm whiny and I'm Charwin and Pylo's love child. How did this happen?
I'm just gonna put my head down and walk towards the dead body to search it.
Okay. Body fell off a cliff.
Oh, it did?
Swept away in the ocean, yeah. You were there.
It right off the
I mentioned it 3 times.
That part.
Get off your damn phone. We're podcasting. Stop looking at shit when it's not your turn, man. Pay attention to the story, goddammit. Anyway, just kidding. So guys, back to what? Finding the address?
Well, we're walking around here looking for the address. I'm going to find a little back alley to go into and cast humanoid form on myself and be like, just so you know, guys, we're getting a lot of heat here. I'm going to be a little bit more inconspicuous. And I'm going to humanoid form myself into, I don't know, just like one of the general people we've kind of seen walking around us here. Just
one of the regulars at the bar at the Bullet Tavern.
Almost an exact human guy we've seen, just exact stuff, only wearing my clothes.
A dwarf?
You know what would be really, really funny? There is a shoonie, like the little dog pug people, is a regular. There's a cat folk female bouncer that we missed. Think of all the swooning that Davis could have done. She was on 2 weeks vacation. She comes back, Howdy, ma'am. He's taking his hat off to the cat girl. She just beats him up. Yeah.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll transform myself into something a little more inconspicuous.
Oh, I got the perfect one for you. He comes out. He looks like what's that movie? The Ballad of Binsky, the Ballad of Guy all in White.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Buster
about.
Scraggs, the Ballad of Buster Scraggs. He comes out looking like Buster.
I could come out nice. Well, I don't. It doesn't change my appearance of my clothes. I don't think.
Dude was kick-ass until he got killed. It was a kick-ass character, man. My favorite part is how he's unarmed and facing a guy across the table. The guy that plays the Kurgan in the original Highlander, by the way. And he just stomps on the table, and this loose board comes up and hits the guy's gun, and he shoots himself in the face 10 times. Like, he just keeps stepping on the table, and he keeps shooting himself in the head. It's awesome. Anyway.
So apparently I can't transform into a specific person. It's just like a general... So I'll transform into a generalized. I'll go with. Kind of always like the look of lizard, so I'm going to turn into a lizard folk. No, actually, what's common around here? What's a creature we see around here?
Human, dwarven.
I like how now you ask. Like, lizard. Wait, what's around here?
Pylo would think. Pylo's like, I'm going to be a lizard, man.
That makes sense for Pylo.
Oh, wait.
I am going to give
I've always wanted to be a lizard.
I'm going to give you a hero point for being so in character. He's got no memory. He doesn't know shit.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Obviously, not from around here, stranger.
He thinks it. He definitely does think it. Because like lizard folk sounds amazing, guys. But I'll just come back out as a human. I got a regular old human, I guess. You guys are boring, but all right.
Yosoki. Yeah, the rat folker. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll do that. Cast that spell.
What is it? Conberry or something where you're like half Oni?
Digging deep into the books that Eric's hate. Funny enough, it does not take you guys, like within half an hour, no, 20 minutes, you guys actually find the address. And conspicuously or inconspicuously, using the same...
My spell will last 10 minutes, so 10 minutes of that, we're good to go.
Okay. You guys find a doorway. Who's our party door lock picker? We find the address.
I pick locks.
Okay. Oh, it'd be cool. You get like the go-go gadget finger that clicks up and there's like a skeleton key underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Pick a lock for me. Thievery check.
Gotcha. That is a 23.
Okay. You're working the tumblers, and click, you're halfway there. I need 2 successful DC 15 checks on the simple lock.
Yep.
Give me another one.
Come on, show me the money. 26.
Just sitting there, spinning his wrist. So many rotations to the right, so many rotations to the left. His gadget arm makes it like picking a lock like way more complicated than it has to be. But hey, success! All right, he picks the lock. What do we have for vision? What vision? What light sources? What do you got there, Valentine? Do you have dark vision? Do you have regular vision?
I think I have low light. I'm not sure. Just a sec. Where would it say it again?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, low light.
That silence you're hearing is everyone frantically checking the front of the character sheet, and the rest of you.
Oh, human vision.
Yeah.
Low
Now
light.
in human technicolor. Low light for the skeleton. Andreas Stoutbeard probably has dark vision as a dwarf, but you never know.
Yeah, I think that's basic for a dwarf.
Well, you old dwarves, you may have to be a certain race of dwarf to get it right now. So, guys, the door is open. Let me just pull up Andreas here so I can... Yep, no, he's got dark vision. Yay! Door opens. Okay, it will as soon as I click on it a lot. Come on.
Or
control
instead of
click?
picking the lock, there was actually a droid port right beside the door. And, like the R2D2 dongle comes out and spins the...
Okay, so if Charwin is just a crazy old Obi-Wan and you're a droid, what would we make Pylo in a Star Wars universe? Another droid? Or some creep, some really skeletal-looking alien?
I'm what's that little Jawa's little buddy? Whoa, size. What was his name? The little buddy on the barge there, the little hairy guy.
Oh. You went from a skeleton Mexican bard to like a little sidecook rat? I could see your Yosoki. Oh, okay. Hey,
that's kind of like the equivalent.
There's undead in Star Wars now, thanks to the Ahsoka series and the Witches of Dathomir. A Gungan.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could be a protocol droid. Just good job, everyone. Keep working hard.
That's true.
Actually, there are droids that look very skeletal. Look very skeleton-like, there's like
it's a protocol droid and a bard are kind of the same. They both are linguistically and talk a lot. So just C3PO trying to get his game on.
All right. So, long story short, who's going first?
I can go first.
Let's not make Eric's guy go first again like in the last game because that worked out so well.
I mean, this time in this game, he's a stout dwarf with a big shield. So,
I know.
Yeah. If we're going by hit points, I got the most, technically.
So Eric, sorry you couldn't make it. We played a doubleheader, and we had you up front taking all the hits in both games. Yeah, he's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, Charwin. A shadowy 30-foot-long hallway opens to a room at the south end where dim light flickers. A single door to the north leads outside that you've entered, and a door on the west wall stands perpendicular along the hallway but remains shut. What do you do?
I will ignore the door to the west, and I will continue south towards the flickering light.
Slowly towards the flickering light. Where are you, Charwin? I don't see it. Oh, here you go. Charwin enters the room. You guys on a 6, or are you giving him some space? What do you guys want to do?
I'll follow behind him.
I'm
wake
right
up,
on
buddy.
6.
Okay. You step into the room, dark and shadowy. You see the light drawn by the light ahead. 10 feet in, suddenly, a repeating crossbow bolt box drops from the ceiling. It's like a shelf that pops down on an angle, and there's like a arrow slit. But behind it, you see the actual box of a repeating crossbow, and it fires at you. Charwin doesn't like you, doesn't want to hear about it, and pops a heavy bolt at you. Ping! Charwin. 20 for a hit. 2d10 plus 4 piercing.
Are you rolling those in the tower?
No. You rolled a 20.
Oh. Yeah, I'm only seeing...
Oh, I've got some constraints on so that you guys can't like do all the math and go, hey guys, it's a this with a plus this and a blah, blah, right? So it shows you the end game of the roll, but it doesn't reveal so much about the monster like I was doing before. Yeah.
I like that.
Now, I just totally overly described my trap to you because, oh, what's that? The ceiling. Oh, shit. But, yeah, it gives me some room for, some reactions and such. Anyway, Kaping. Suddenly, the trap is revealed, and Charwin takes one for the team and suffers 20 points of damage. Shit.
At least it wasn't a crit.
Perception. Roll for initiative, guys.
29.
Where am I here? 28.
When?
Starting round 1 with Charwin. You get shot. Holy crap. You didn't even feel, in all your years, you didn't even feel the pressure plate. Maybe it's a timer on the door. Damn steampunk world. The traps are very complicated. You know, you should know better with all your special training as a druid. What do you do?
Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I will try to move. Well, no, first I'll heal. Maybe I'll do that. I will do a.
Okay. Yank the bolt out and heal.
Let's see.
Charwin, heal thyself. There you go. You're all targeted.
Yeah, I'll just heal myself. Level
Charwin
2
power.
For 27. Ooh, nice.
Boop, boop, boop. All right.
Cool.
Much better.
So that was 2 actions. So on my last action, maybe I will move up and try to get behind it.
Get past it, kind of thing?
15. Yeah, see if it turns. I don't know.
Okay. Run past it. Who's next? Okay. Pylo. What do you do?
Seeing as my good buddy Charwin just got through there, I'm going to follow in his footsteps and try the exact same thing. Wait up, buddy. I'm coming through.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
I don't know, actually, to tell you the truth. I don't know if I've ever really put that down somewhere. Oh, you know what? I actually have something written down here. Let me see here. I have myself as 75 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. Just move myself down here.
Yep.
With
Move down the hallway. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
20. I'll stay 25 feet there. I guess I can
Okay.
go 1 foot.
Yep. Blaster Valentine.
All right. I will
The trap red square, you notice how it's not in an actual square? That's to tell me there's a trap in the hallway. That's not the trap itself. That's not the pressure plate. It's misleading. So I hit it again. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say because I want to disable a device. Like,
yeah, you can try. You could try to get to it. Yeah. Where are we here? Bum. Okay, so you want to try to move like directly under said device. What's your movement?
25.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's right at the end of the hallway, so that it can target the entire hallway.
Yep.
Okay, so you double move to get under it, but it's in the ceiling.
Oh, I need 2 actions to disable.
No, you can start going now. The good news, that's weird. Why am I not?
Because there's an actual, in the activities tab, there's an actual disable a device that I can click a button to roll the dice.
Oh, disabling device usually takes 2 actions or more. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it has the double action symbol.
There we go. Show some light here. Okay, with an action left, but look around. It's in the ceiling. How could you get to the ceiling?
Grab the chair beside me.
Yeah, quaint sitting area in the court gives a homey feeling, small kitchenette, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, without burning a perception, it's like I literally am standing next to a chair. You grab the chair, hop on it, and you're out of actions. But hey, we're getting somewhere, right? The trap. Every round, it has its own, like there is the reaction, right? Now that the pressure plate is triggered, it's the trigger starts like an actual mechanism, and this thing reloads and starts firing at random people in the hallway. So
I was going to say, if I
What?
disabled the plate, it's already been activated, so it wouldn't like stop
Yeah.
the crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the what you probably want to do is get to the crossbow and try to like disable its reloading mechanism or something. Crafting or thievery can help you in this case. Anyway, as triple action, it is now the trap's turn. It reloads itself and then randomly fires at a person in the hallway. Where's Anders? Oh, he hasn't gone yet, so he hasn't entered the room. So that's you guys. Yay! Who wants to be 1, who wants to be 2, and who wants to be 3? How about in order? Valentine, you're closest to me. You're 1. Pylo is 2, and Charwin is 3. Fair enough?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let me get my D3 here. Thump. 1. He's climbing up. He gets in front of the mechanism, and it goes off in his face. But that's okay. I still have to hit you.
It's not okay.
32 critical. This thing just fires right off at his
Well,
head.
good night, guys.
Boom. It does 10, 3, 13, plus another 1 and 9, 31 points of damage. He gets up there, he's reaching up, and the thing just drops down and just puts a bullet right through him. And there's a whole bunch of gears and smashing, oil leaking, and he drops to the ground. Valentine is not doing so well. But good thing you're not destroyed like a droid or a construct, because you're a player. You start with dying 1. But because you died on a critical, you actually start at dying 2, I am afraid. I know. It's sucky, but them is the rules. So, dying 2 out of the gate, which brings
Makes
us...
sense that it was a critical since I was right in front of it.
It is your night for criticals. There is no... You dodged your fate in the last game, and the Pathfinder Fantasy Grounds God said, "Oh no, Spiegler. You will not escape this fate." Andreas, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm coming. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm coming. 5, 10, 15. I used a triple move to get here. And he's done. But he's here. The cleric has arrived. He's awful craftsman. He might be able to help you. Who knows? Round 2.
Oh, Charwin will go ahead and... Well, heal works on Blaster, right?
I don't know. As a construct, like, there's special medical feats to unstitch our undead. Kraga. Valentine, change your name on screen. You're messing me up. Valentine, how do we heal you? Just a crafting check instead of a medicine check?
We went over it before, and I'm pretty sure we just did. It's just regular healing.
Like, I know you have systems or whatever, but are you so humanoid that it's like you have fake nerves for wires and you have fake vessels for, like, you know what I mean? But a real doctor go, "Oh, I see. This tube is a nerve and this tube is a
Yeah,
nerve."
like my-
Something about if it's I think when we discussed it last time, if we're doing like a crafting, like a check to heal them, then we might need to do like a crafting or something. But because it's a magical one, it wasn't required. I think that's how we talked about it last time. Because magic would just heal them, as opposed to a medicine check would be like, "Oh, what's this? There's gears and stuff." I think that's why we came across.
Let's see, and you're a automaton, right?
Yep.
What's your actual race? Is it automaton or is it construct or is it puppet? Like, there's a lot of-
Automaton.
Okay.
Automatons have like a living life force or whatever, and we were talking about how it's kind of like almost the same as like veins of
Yeah, it
running
says,
through the body.
and you can recover hit points normally via positive energy. And you
Okay,
are
so
not destroyed when good is your-
he could use a healing spell on you that just magically stitches that energy together, which is not the same as a medicine check, which we may have to swap out for crafting. But hey, he's a druid. He's not a stitcher, are you? So, do you have a healing spell?
Yeah, I'll do another level 2 2-action heal on him.
Okay. Everyone's kind of in the way. Sorry, so I'll get you up here adjacent.
Sure.
And then do the 2-action heal. I got him targeted. Go ahead. Special healing.
25.
There you go. How you feeling, Valentine? Much better. I will remove the dying condition, but you now take the wounded condition because you crossed the threshold of destruction. You come back with, oh, wait a minute. Does magical healing give you wounded, or does it inks that? Oh, I can never remember.
I want to say it's treat wounds is, or whatever, is the one that removes it, not magical healing. But let me double check.
Okay. Put it on you for the moment. And the clock's still ticking, which brings us to Pilo.
Well, I just saw my buddy get rammed by that thing, and that's not very good. And I see Charwin went over to help him and heal him up. Let's take a look here in the skills. Do I think I could actually... What was it under there, Valentine, to disable the trap? Was that under...
Crafting and thievery.
Oh, yeah, under thievery is disable the device.
But you actually can use crafting to pull this thing apart.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that ability. I can't see it here. Thievery trained.
Yeah, so in the crafting activities,
Yeah, all mine are... I gotta...
it's just craft, identify alchemy, and earn income.
Gotcha. So is it skill activities?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
It's the last skill is thievery.
Okay.
Basically, you need to be expert in thievery, not just trained,
Gosh, yeah, no, that's...
or just trained in crafting. So do you have expert in thievery or just training?
I'm not trained in either, so never mind.
No, I know, but I'm a Spiegler. What about you? Trained in thievery can pick a lock, but you actually need, according to this thing needs an expert to use thievery on it.
Well, I guess I can't do anything then.
Well, you don't know that until you're in front of it, unfortunately, right? You got to examine it and then go, oh, this is beyond me, which I would have told you if it hadn't gone off in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm only trained.
But crafting trained, guys could manage to disengage the loading mechanism. Now, this thing is pretty sweet, but the owner of the home, it doesn't make sense to like jump the plate. There's got to be some kind of disabling mechanism or switch or something that he could get to disarm
What
it.
I'll do then, I'll walk into the middle of the room and I'll do a perception check to see what I can see.
Okay.
See if I can see anything that would help turn this thing off.
Okay. Give me a perception. Give me intelligence.
Tower or no?
Both in tower.
Both in the tower. All right. Here's perception for you. And intelligence is not going to be good.
A very nice spice rack. Would it make sense to have the switch on the wrong side of the trap? You'd still have to, you would probably get shot by the trap.
Yeah.
If they're going to put a switch somewhere, where would it be?
In the room that we're in, probably now.
No, this is beyond the trap.
Oh, sorry. It would be in the other room where we came from.
It would be through that doorway that you haven't gone to yet, or back at the very beginning of the hallway. You know, right? You come in, you disarm your house. You come in, right?
Yeah.
Looking in the wrong spot.
Hey guys, there's no switch in here to turn that thing off, so we're either gonna have to stay in here or run past it really quick again. That's what is that? One action? No, 2 actions?
No intelligence for free. You're looking around, and it's just like, wait a minute.
Well, wait, I moved in though, and then intelligence, and then I will. I've used humanoid form to turn myself into a human here. I'll detect magic. Actually, that's 2.
What would a human do? I bet you'd
No,
be smarter if I was a lizard.
Valentine, you're back up on your feet again. So, yeah, I'll hold my action. With
Okay.
I'll just wait, see what everyone else does.
I am trained in crafting.
Your near-death experience triggers a memory, Valentine. In your deep backstory, something to do with the crystal. You remember being a being alive, being a creature, being something. and there's a catastrophic event happening, and your people put their souls into gems to preserve their culture, and you were one of the lucky ones that were going to be preserved. You weren't made as a construct. You were transformed from some sort of ancient personality into this. You remember, and then crafting. No, I'm not saying it's gone. It's just, it's just imagery, that you're trying to piece together of your past. The near death, it shot you in the head.
I like that.
Just put the pieces together, right? Well, whether it's a sandstorm, a mana storm, or a near-death experience, we will soon learn the truth of Blaster Valentine and his war crimes.
Got a 21 on crafting.
Okay. So, Valentine, you get back up, get on that frickin' chair, you get up, and using your tools, your extendo fingers, the thin thing, right? You manage to disengage the clip from the cocking reload. You just get under the actual magazine and tilt it, like just askew it enough that the pin sliding back and forth doesn't catch the latch, and it just starts going click, click. But no, you've shifted it enough, the magazine, that the ammo can't fall into place and it stops shooting at you guys. Anyway, there's this tense moment, guys. Tense freaking moment where he's up there and you hear it cocking and clicking, and then it's the trap's turn and it goes off. Twang! But no bolt comes out. Because Blaster went before the trap and it didn't get a chance to reload. That thing hit you hard. That thing did an awful lot of damage. If you could get that thing out of there.
We might be able to either use this, if I can get it off of its mount, or we could seal it. I will attempt to remove it from its mount.
Just be careful, man. That thing kicked your ass a minute ago.
What have you got for tools? Like, do you actually have artisan's tools? Like this is go get the toolbox and come back with wrenches and shit, kind of. You know what I mean? Can I have
tools?
Can I have a perception check? You know how a mechanic pops a hood and goes, poke, 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 okay, let's bring in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Or I'll bring my,
that was
kind
the
of
wrong perception.
It's okay. Throw them in the tower.
Oh,
I'm not looking at any of these. In the tower. Damn it, man. P goes in the tower. P for perception. Oh, good news. You rolled actually really well. You catch the glimmer of a striking rune etched, a removable with the right kind of. Now, this is not a magical town, but the clerics, somebody might be able to transfer the rune on that heavy crossbow to your gun, or give the druid a heavy crossbow and let him go to town. Give Pylo. Can you imagine Pylo? Say hello to my mega crossbow. This is definitely party gear, if not a transferable rune that will make your gear far better. And this is one of the coolest things about 2nd edition. Oh, look, I found a magical sword, but I use a scimitar. That's okay. The magic is all rune-scribed, and you can pay some mage to transcribe it from one sword and lift it and like melting decals off of a jet from Pan Am and putting them on a blank check. You can forge yourself a magical item worth a lot of money. This much you see, this much you know, all your crafting and poking around makes this trap definitely worth coming back to, Valentine. And you got Andreas rolling perception and aiding you, and yep.
We may want to return with the proper tools.
Maybe he's got tools on him. Let me just double check Eric's inventory. Artisan tools, gems, tin, clockwork, light hammer, might be able to help you. Anyway, but I will say this. Eric likes to be very cautious and paranoid. He doesn't like the idea of going to town with our guard down, you know what I mean, on a place that's trapped. Who knows what else is here, right? So, shall we sally on?
Let us look for this Lazarus.
Hey, gotta be
Shomus.
Hey, Charwin, what are you thinking, man? Where do you think he is?
I'm thinking there's a door back there.
Kind of the only thing we haven't checked, isn't it?
We should probably get there before he runs out.
I'm following you, buddy. You're blocking the hallway.
Sorry.
I'll draw my sidearm or my pistol just to be ready.
I'll have I'll put my hand. I'll have the whip in my hand as well, just in case.
And we are here to find information from this guy, so probably want to look intimidating.
Head up to that door there that's in this hallway, right where the gun was.
Let's make the dwarf go first this time.
Did we look at anything here in this room? Did we see if there's anything here?
We did not.
Is there
Make the
anything here?
dwarf go.
I've got the door if you guys want to check the room to see if there's any kind of secret doors.
Yeah. I can cast Detect Magic. See what we got.
Okay. The heavy crossbow in the ceiling detects magic.
Mhm.
Just so you know. Charwin heads up to the doorway that we missed. A quaint sitting area in the northwest corner gives a room a homey feeling, with small kitchenette in the southeast corner for cooking for 1 or 2 people. The southwest corner features a wooden cabinet with several sets of ceramic dishes and a spice rack attached to the southern wall. A hallway leads out of the room where Charwin wanders off with his little leashy companion. Now, crafting, cooking lore, as you guys search the room.
Did you say crafting or cooking lore?
Yeah, it's a kitchen.
I don't know.
Maybe know the last thing he made. Who knows? The alchemist can cook. Who knew? I'm going to start with Charwin. As you guys fan out and do the 10-minute, 20-minute search, right? Charwin, you pop the door open.
Yep. Pop it open.
Thank you, Drew, for splitting the party. It's every DM's dream.
Well, he's in the same hallway. He's not going that far.
Oh, he's fine. Charwin. For some reason, I can't show you this room.
I can see it.
I know, but I can't. I'm trying to get the people to see. There we go. What's in this room? This cramped bedroom features a bed for one, a small armoire, a writing desk, a single door exits to the south that you just came in. To the south. Oh, this map sideways? Maybe. It's a bedroom. What do you want to do?
I think I just want to do a big perception check without moving anywhere else.
Yep, so instead of the take 20 running around, you do the I perceive and hope for it doing it in one action. That's fine. In the tower, please.
Where'd my tower go?
When Charwin is alone, and none can see him but the Leashi, he smooths his clothes, slicks back his hair, and his persona changes. And he looks at the room the way a highly trained, dangerous professional would. And though he can't find the dice tower, he may discover something.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I can only stall so long, Drew. Help me out here, buddy.
I must have removed it from my options. I'm looking for it right now.
Try the main page and throw it.
You know what? I can probably do it on the activities.
And skill. You have a skill tab.
Yeah, but that'll roll it.
No,
No,
the main page will change your initiative. The skill tab won't.
I can roll it open, I guess. Until I can find the tower. Oh, there it is.
A fine layer of dust coats the entire room. Curious. Hasn't been used in a long time. And peeking out from behind the desk, you see what looks to be a lever. That could be a lever. Hard to tell from 15 feet away with your human vision. Are you rocking a light source? Because if you're on your own.
I do have torches on me.
Strike a torch, cast a spell. That methane gas that I've got trapped and leaking in here isn't going to light itself. Let's go. Oops.
Let's see. Inventory. There's my torch.
You can retcon that light stuff later. It's up and running. You take the moment. What do you want to do, though, with this new knowledge of dust and levers?
Well, I don't want to pull it yet.
Okay.
I think I'll just move closer to the desk. 5 feet.
That looks well. Yep, that's definitely some kind of lever or switch. It's also on the side of the wall that the hallway is on.
All right, I'm going to throw the switch.
Okay. It acts like a dead light switch. There's a click, but there's no light or anything. Like there's nothing. There's no obvious effects from your perception in this room.
Okay. Yeah, if I killed anyone, sorry, my bad.
You come out, you step out, you're in like another dimension, and Valentine's a skeleton, and Pilo's a gunman. He's alive. What the hell? That's a cool switch.
Filthy skeletons all covered in bones. Look at the skin and hair is amazing.
Troy's playing like an undead hunter. He's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, you want to come back out? Join these guys? Meanwhile, outside, cooking and crafting. We have some cooking and crafting rolls, guys.
I'll do crafting until I got.
Sure. I'll do crafting for
for
Andreas. Crafting for Andreas.
Untrained for me, by the way.
Crafting for Andreas.
I really don't know what to do in a kitchen, guys. Like, I haven't eaten food in I don't know how long, but kind of fun in here.
It's actually Blaster Valentine. Something interesting. The world changes, and who knows how long has gone by. And maybe cooking techniques change, but you know what don't change? Plants, ingredients. And if something is discovered and used a long time ago, unless somebody discovered a brand new plant, there's just something sus about this spice rack. One of the spices in the rack is called Creed's root. And with your automaton brain, there's no index for such a thing. What would a computer brain do when looking at a word like it's a math puzzle?
I'm going to say lore, but I only have engineering lore.
Sure.
And medicine, I'll throw that in there too.
Not medicine. It's an anagram.
An anagram? What is that?
Tom Riddle moves the letters of his name and spells Voldemort.
Oh, right.
Switch the letters for Creed's root, and it should spell something informative.
My automaton brain just does all the possible different lists them out, combinations.
You're trying to do this. There's a lot of them, but this is a player puzzle. So the fact is, you've identified a puzzle as your character, as your character now as a player. Can you guys work it out?
Creed's root?
Secret door.
Wow. Check it.
Hey, Valentine, man, I'm not very good with the words and numbers, but there might be a secret door over there, I think. Some reason that just kind of went into my head and made sense.
Let me
Creed's-
see if that matches up.
Creed's
I think-
root is an anagram for secret door. It is.
And then I grab the vial and
Okay.
Pull
Give it a
it.
yank. Okay. So for backup characters, you just blew us all to hell. So the camera fades outside a cliff and there's just this explosion.
it says secret door, even though it's an anagram, and then it's actually something else.
It's a bomb. We want to kill the smart people that are coming for my formula. Come on. It's a huge trap, right? Yeah. No, the lever. Well, if you hadn't flicked the switch, it's safe. But if you flick the switch, then it's a bomb. Brilliant. No, I'm just kidding. But don't be surprised. Like, when you guys get a level 10, that's how shit works. You pull the bottle out of the spice rack, and the wall, spice rack, and all shifts and reveals a secret door.
It reveals the Creed's root.
Root.
And we will see you all next time.